fuck you. No, fuck you both!
Now, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, is a 1988 horror movie that tells the story of Tina Shepard, a telekinetic teen reeling from the loss of her father's drowning. She returns to her family home where all of this happened, hoping to use her powers to jumpstart her dad's heart and resurrect him. But unfortunately, she resurrects another inhabitant of Crystal Lake, Jason Voorhees. So, why should you watch this movie? Reason number 1, domestic violence.
Come on, join the party.
Please, don't drink anymore.
Don't tell me what to do.
So, this movie starts off with some 80s domestic violence. So yes, while we don't see anything in particular, the sound makes up for what we don't see.
Don't tell me what to do.
And based on the context clues, we can be 100% certain that a young girl walked in on her dad beating her mom. But the movie portrays this as if it wasn't a one-off thing. Mr. Shepard, who may or may not be called John, routinely beats his wife, Amanda. And when their daughter Tina walks in on him doing so, she runs out of the house, and now wanting to explain himself, Mr. Shepard runs after young Tina. Reason number 2, the drowning. So we see a young Tina who's likely 12 years old at this time. She runs out to the docks and into the family's boat trying to escape her father's abuse. But when he goes out to the docks, he explains to Tina that what she saw wasn't true. Tina is having none of this.
Please, honey, come back.
You hit Mom again! Tina!
She scolds him and gets angry at him for hitting her mother. But this bit of emotion and outrage telepathically causes the docks to fall through and debris to trap Mr. Shepard into the lake, thus drowning him.
Go away! I hate you! I wish you were dead!
So we did see a young Tina crying with much regret. Reason number 3, the doctor.
And you're lying to me. You are lying because it happens.
So Dr. Chris Cruz is a psychiatrist tasked to help with an emotionally unstable Tina to deal with the death of her dad.
The only reason that I'm here is to help you overcome the guilt that you have about your father's death.
That's all.
Bullshit!
It was Tina's telekinesis that killed her father, and though she couldn't control her powers, she holds herself responsible for his drowning. And though it is the good doctor's job to help her psyche improve, he's more focused on bringing out her powers above all else.
Your psychokinetic ability is a projection of the suppressed guilt feelings that you have.
You're more interested in this telekinetic stuff than you are in me!
His verbal and psychological abuse causes a now 18-year-old Tina to retreat and distance herself from him. So she attempts to bring her dad back using her powers, but because she still can't control her powers, she does the unthinkable. Reason number 4, Jason Voorhees. Instead of resurrecting her dad, who is at the bottom of Crystal Lake, 18-year-old Tina Shepard mistakenly resurrects the lake's famous son, Jason Voorhees. Now in part 6, Jason was drowned by Tommy Jarvis. To ensure Jason never comes back, Tommy used a chain and a boulder to tie around Jason's neck to keep him at the bottom of the lake. But when Tina uses her telekinetic powers to attempt to bring back her dad, she breaks Jason's chains and resurrects him, and thus a killing spree ensues. Reason number 5, a teenage wasteland. Now, let's not forget that this is still a Friday the 13th film, so the franchise's staple is to fill the cast with a bunch of sexy, drunk, and horny teens, just so Jason can have a high body count. And this one doesn't change that formula, because in the midst of Tina's story, there's a rental property inhabited by teens who are looking to have a wild birthday party for a guy named Michael.
This is supposed to be a surprise party for your birthday. Everybody's waiting for us to show up. I got this great cabin and everything.
Well, Jason kills Michael, kills Michael's girlfriend. He even kills all of the friends, thus leading to a showdown between Jason versus Tina. And to be honest, that's what this movie is built towards. You want to see the girl who can move things with her mind versus Jason Voorhees. Now in the end, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it because it wasn't as repetitive as the other movies. Jason had someone who was equally, if not stronger than him, to fight. And whenever you give Jason a good foe, the movies are always better. And a little side note, this movie was intended to be Freddy versus Jason, but that movie wouldn't get made until 2003, so the writers decided to make Jason versus Carrie. That's why we have Tina Shepard as a replacement. Now, if you would like to know more about this movie and the making of Freddy vs. Jason, then click on my Freddy vs. Jason video in the descriptions and in the pinned comments. And until next time, when CEDtalks horror.